Hello, 8th graders. So this is the extension worksheet where we are going to continue working on exponents. So the first question says, which of the following are equivalent to 5 to the negative first power times 5 to the negative second power? When I multiply exponents with the same base, what do? Right, I add my exponents. So I have 5 to the negative 1 plus negative 2. I remember my integer rules, so negative 1 plus negative 2 equals negative 3. You got it. So we have 5 to the negative third power. 5 to the negative third power, this negative integer tells me to write this as what? Right, to write it as a fraction. So this is the same as 1 over 5 cubed. All right, now that I have that, I can go through my answer choices. Is 1 over 5 cubed the same as 5 cubed? No, it's not. But it is the same as B, 1 over 5 cubed. And then these two look a little different, so I'm going to have to simplify them to check if they are the same. So for C, when I am dividing with the same base, I can do what? Right? I can subtract my exponents, and I get 2 minus 5 equals negative 3. So I have 5 to the negative third power. For D, so C is correct. Then for D, 125. This number looks familiar when I'm talking about exponents. How can I write this as a power of 5? 125 is 5. That's 5 times 5, which is 25, times 5 again. So 125 is the same thing as 5 cubed. So I'm going to put 5 cubed in place of 125. Now when I have an exponent raised to another power, what can I do? Yeah, I can multiply my exponents. So this is the same as 5 to the negative 3. So the correct answers are B, C, and D. For the next problem, we're asking which is the following is equivalent to this, 5 to the negative fourth power over 5 to the negative 6. What operation are we doing here? Yeah, we're doing division. So what can I do with my exponents? Right, when I'm doing division, I can subtract my exponents. So I have 5 to the negative 4 minus negative 6. Negative 4 minus negative 6 equals what? Subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive, so this is the same as negative 4 plus 6, so we'll get 5 to the second power, which is the same as 5 squared. All right, going through my answer choices, A is correct. 5 squared is not the same as 1 over 5 squared. 5 squared is not the same as D, 5 to the negative second power. The only other option I have is C, and let's simplify it. I am dividing again, so I can subtract my exponents. 6 minus 4, which equals 5 squared. So C is correct as well. Okay, our third problem, we have 3 to the negative fourth times 3 to the fifth over 3 squared. Which of the following are equivalent to it? I have a fraction, but I have simplification to do in my numerator. So before I even look at my denominator, I'm going to simplify my numerator. When I have multiplication and the same base, what can I do with my exponents? Right, I can add them. So I have 3 to the negative 4 plus 5, which is the same. Negative 4 plus 5 equals what? Yep, it equals 3. And put that over 3 squared. So now I have 3 over 3 squared. If I don't have an exponent there, what can I write next to that 3? I can write a 1 next to that 3. What operation does this fraction bar mean? Yep, it means division. So I am going to subtract my exponents. 1 minus 2 equals negative 1. I can also write this as a fraction, as 1 over 3. All right, so let's go through my answer choices. 3 to the negative first power is not the same as 3 squared. It is the same as 1 over 3. This one I'm not sure. but it is the same as 3 to the negative first power. Let's simplify this one to find out. I'm doing division, so I can subtract my exponents. 4 minus 5 equals what? Equals -1. So C works as well. The correct answers are B, C, and D. Final problem for this video. We need to find which expressions are equivalent to this big one up here. So first we need to simplify this expression. I see I have coefficients or numbers in front of my variables. Then I have two terms with a base of x and 2 terms with a base of y. So I'm going to group those together. So I'm doing division. So first I'm going to simplify my 8 divided by 2, which is really just dividing this whole thing by 2 on the top and the bottom, because both 8 and 2 can be divided by 2. So if I divide both by 2, I get 4 over 1, so 4x squared y to the negative third power x to the negative third power y squared. So now I've simplified my numbers or my coefficients as much as possible. I can even get rid of this 1 because that's the same thing. 4 over 1 is just 4. All right, so now I need to simplify my x's. And I want to get all of my x's into that numerator. The way I do that, what operation am I doing with the fraction bar? Right, division. So I can do 4x, subtract my exponents, 2 minus -3, and then I'll leave my y's the way they are. All right, so now I have 2 minus -3, which is 5. So I have 4x to the 5th, y to the negative third power over y squared. I can do the same thing with my y's and bring this up here by subtracting my exponent. So I have -3 minus -2. So I have 4x to the 5th, y to the negative 5th. Now let's go through my answer choices. Here I have 4 times y, so I look at my y's and I see, no, I need y to the negative 5th. So this is wrong because my y's are wrong. B is perfect. It's exactly what I have over there. But I need to keep checking my answers to see if there are any others. This, my coefficient is wrong. It should be 4, not 3. And then I have 4x to the 5th over y to the 5th. That looks really similar. The only thing that's different is my y to the negative 5th. I know that y to the negative 5th power isn't the same as y to the 5th power, but if I move it into my denominator, is that the same? Yes, that is the same, because 4x to the 5th, y to the negative 5th is the same thing as writing it like a fraction. If you put this over 1, you'll end up with answer D. So answer D is correct as well. The correct answers are B and D. All right, go ahead and try the independent practice and answer the questions on the video. Once you answer the questions, I will be giving you the answers so that you can check them. For this one, we are doing division, so we'll subtract and get 4 to the negative 9th, which is the same as both C and D. So give yourself a check if you got C and D correct. Go ahead, try the next problem. For this one, we have 6 to the negative 3rd being multiplied by 6 to the negative 1st. We're multiplying, so we add, and we'll get 6 to the negative 4th. That can be rewritten as A. It is not the same as B. If you simplify this one by subtracting, you'll get that as well, but you will not for D. So the answers are A and C. For this one, we have this monstrous expression to start. We need to start by simplifying within parentheses. We're multiplying, so we'll add the exponents and get 2 squared to the 3rd power over 2 squared. Now we'll continue simplifying our numerator. When we're raising it to another power, we multiply 2 to the 6th power over 2 squared. Now subtract your exponents, you get 2 to the 4th. This is not the same as 2 to the 14th. It is not the same as 2 cubed. It is the same as C and D. Go ahead, try the final problem. All right, for this one, we start by simplifying our coefficients up front. 12 divided by 4, I can divide by 4 on top and on the bottom. I'll get 3 over 1. I can just erase that 1 because it's the same as just 3 in my numerator. Then I'll have r cubed s to the 4th, r to the negative 2nd, s squared. Now I can subtract my r's. 3 minus negative 2 is 5. So I'll have 3r to the 5th, s to the 4th over s squared. And finally, I can subtract my s's. I'll get 3r to the 5th, s squared. And that will be my most simplified answer. All right, mark how many you got correct and the percent of questions you got on the video, and then go on to ST Math.